What's more important to you as a nonprofit organization? Is it keeping the donors that you have, or could it possibly be creating or acquiring new donors? In this video, I'm going to share with you all some of the nasty truths between the two, and I want you to decide which one's better for you at the end of the day. So here's the deal. Number one, are you aware that the actual retention rate for a donor is nothing more than 40%, right? That's year on year. Now, I get some organizations have it different, but on the average, nationally, the retention rate is that of 40%. That's it. And what if I told you that the acquisition rate on average for nonprofits is 0.8%? In case you didn't realize it, that's less than 1%, right? So the question is it better to retain existing donors, to retain that existing donor base, or is it better to acquire new donors? Here's the deal. It's always easier to keep an existing customer, but the key thing is it has to be an existing happy customer. If the customer is pissed off, or in this case, the donor, if something took place that the donor does not agree with and they choose to pull back their money or their funding, it's going to be really, really hard to actually basically keep that relationship. So what you want to focus on is when you do have a donor base, big or small, you want to make sure that you are increasing the amount of communication that you are having with the donor. And in addition to that, when you get your donor bank or your donor base or your donor pool to a particular size, it's important to take a sample size of those individuals and to invite them in as a soundboard. It could be a segue of the organization. Let's say you have 100 donors. You're going to take about 10 of them, and you're going to have them on an unofficial advisory board to get their feedback and have them echo their sentiments, and then possibly have them relay that information to the larger donor base if possible. What this will do is this will help you retain and also help them see and feel as though they have a huge part of what's going on within the organization. The feedback that I get from many donors that choose to pull back funding is they're trying to figure out what is their money actually being used for, right? Where is their money going towards? That kind of thing. And when you're able to have increased or additional communication, you can put their minds at ease to where you're not only reaching out to them only when it's November or only when it's December or only in Q4, but you're having communication take place all throughout the year. So when it comes time for them to make another commitment, they feel more comfortable and they feel as though that they've been a part of the entire, at least decision-making, reporting throughout the entire year, all right? Now, that acquisition rate on the average for national nonprofits of a 0.08, so basically less than 1%, that's pretty tough, right? That's pretty sad. And the way that we can actually change this is take the existing donor base that are pleased with what's going on, find out who's really your advocates, and then offer them the opportunity to refer additional donors to you. This will increase that annual 1% rate, and I believe you'll be able to blow past it.